Hey everybody, Shotaro here. Welcome to another part of the speedrunning tutorial for Rayman, PlayStation 1. We just beat Pencil Pentathlon and now I'm moving on to Space Mum's Crater, the final level in Picture City. This is a very long level, the longest of the three. Let's get started. Instantly run to the right, don't jump, just run and you'll get straight up. Hover, jump up here. Go on to that sharpener. Hold up there so you get some good speed. You can do the same again here, because holding up gives you more boost. Up or down, I just prefer up. You can jump and time the hits, but obviously look, if you don't get it right you'll get hit by them. So you could just wait a bit. Run over here. Be careful of this bit. Definitely be careful of this bit. I'm just going to pause it and save state, because if you miss this and you fall down here, I don't think you can actually reach the hoop again. You have to travel all the way over here, like this, all the way up like this, to get back to the ring beforehand. So look how much time that wastes. So be very careful of your jumps here. Do not jump too early. Gather checkpoint if you need to. If you jump late enough and hover at the right time, you land straight here. If not, you'll grab the ledge and you have to climb up. Nice little time save. Go from eraser to eraser. Not a razor, sharpener. Don't go too fast here, because obviously they're slippery and you might fall off. So this is the first cage. The first cage is right over there, as you can see. You can just like punch, hover, go back and forth like this to get that moving. So you can see it takes quite a few tries sometimes, and then break the cage. That's what you can do if you want to be safe. But also what you can do is punch above the ring, like I've shown before. Gives you a huge tether. Look at that, a huge arc. Then as you're going up, if you jump and then punch quickly, you'll get that bottom ball to fall away. So I'll show it in real time. Get it to fall away, and then you can see I hovered as soon as I did it, and then I can punch right into the gap that has the cage, just like this. Get rid of it, jump and punch, hover and punch. Just look at my inputs there. It takes a bit of practice. If you can't get it, I don't blame you. Just do the safe strat. Very easy to miss. Jump over this, punch the cage. Do not run into the goal too soon, because you'll have to revisit the level, and that would suck. Okay, this screen has a trick called Stormer Skip. I haven't actually learnt it myself. Once I do, I will link a video to the tutorial. Only the world record holder goes for that strat, and he doesn't get it consistently. He gets it sometimes and not others. It's very difficult. Saves like 7 seconds ish. Essentially what you do is, I don't actually know which hoop you go from. You go from one of these hoops, and you manage to land. You can see there is a ball in the top left there. You get all the way up to that ball and there's a platform up there. It's a huge boost. So yeah, I apologise that I don't know that strat. It's probably one of the only strats I don't know, and I know quite a few other people haven't learned it because it's so ridiculous. So considering this is for people who want to get started with the game, you wouldn't be doing the strat anyway, so it's no big deal. So anyway, just be careful about this, make sure you jump early enough that you get over those. I like to punch above this hoop, because sometimes I land directly on the sharpener, but if not, just do that. So go over here. This is where Stormer Skip makes you land, on this sharpener. So before you go onto the sharpener to the left, you can jump and punch that one out of the way, and then you can jump and punch this one out of the way. Now we're going to do, if you want to, let's just show you what you do normally. Just go from hoop to hoop like this. That's what you do normally. But what you can do, if you've gotten rid of those two balls, is punch above the hoop to get a big arc, like I've shown, then hold down, and then we're going to do some tethering. So, remember what I said about holding jump, and then tapping punch, or holding punch, depending on what you need to do. I'll show you it. That's what you want to do. It looks awesome. If I did it too low, you completely miss them. That's the risk you take. Just like that. Let's get it again. Oh, wow. Just like that. Just look at my inputs. This is how tethering works, essentially. Just tap. You tap X, which means you punch another hoop, and because you're... you tap punch, which means you grab onto another hoop, and because you're holding jump, you leave the hoop at the very first possible moment, and that keeps your momentum, because you left it as fast as possible. You see how I can hover and just keep hovering like that, because I'm pressing punch and holding jump? That's essentially what we're using. We're holding up or down as well. Both of them work. So that's the other strat. Or you can do it normally like I showed. So that's pretty cool. Jump across like this. This part, there is an optimal strat. It's quite simple. We're going to run until we get to this angle change right there. So the one I'm standing on right now, right there, that's where we're going to jump. And we're going to jump and we're going to do a full hover. You'll understand the timing of it when I show it. So jump, hover, and we land straight up here. So I don't ever get rid of the hover. I let it go for its full amount of time. So jump, hover, and then we'll go past that bouncy bit. Then we run this way. If you're lucky enough, you get the perfect jump that you actually land over those balls. That's very rare, doesn't happen very often. If not, you can just jump over them anyway. I just felt like punching them. So let's show you all that again. Full hover. Go all the way up here, run back, jump. We don't get over them, so you can just time it and jump over. It's quite tough. There will be anti-tunes that spawn here. Keep going. And as you're landing, punch for the double power. You can crouch through here. And then we want to fall down here. Hover. If you have 2 health, it doesn't matter if you get hit because there's health here anyway. If not, if you're on 1 health, you're going to have to kill that guy, obviously. Continue like this. I don't trust that hoop, so I don't recommend getting it. So now if you just walk, you won't have any trouble with the rubbers. And then just fall down here, hold down so you don't grab onto a ledge. And there you go. That's the storm screen of Space Mama. So now instantly run to the right, jump and hover. That's the movement for the beginning. Run to the right, jump, jump, hover, and then you'll get bounced up like that. And then, as I've said in a previous video, if you look in the opposite direction when you get hit, you get pushed the opposite way to the way you're facing. So look to the left and we get pushed to the right, and we can go across like that. We'll do the exact same thing again. Just learn the timing of when you have to jump here, and you can jump straight up to this pink thing right there, as you can see. Then we're going to do the same thing we did in the beginning. Look to the left, we get pushed to the right, and we get a nice life there. If you're very precise, you can fall in between the sharpener like that, and just fall down. Get the checkpoint, jump over, punch these like that, run and jump up here. You have to go over here and then come back to spawn that cloud. Be careful of those spikes. Go go over there. So I'm going to use the technique I showed before of using your hover, your helicopter hair, before you hit a cloud, and as soon as you land on it, jump, and you'll get the maximum height, like that. I've shown it in multiple videos, so we're going to use that again to go over there. Go over here to spawn the cloud, run and jump, make sure you land on this. This temporarily disappears, so be careful that you're not landing on it when it disappears. Then we got the cage. Careful of this bit. I recommend walking instead of running, because you move at the exact same speed as the sharpeners. Jump up to this this pink ledge, and you can hear a ting sound, which means this sharpener now exists. Well, actually, it makes these platforms spawn. So, run and jump over here. We'll spawn the other ring. Could just do that, and it will also spawn it. So now we're going to use the tethering technique of holding jump and then holding punch, and see how it elevates us like that. To do that, hold to the right and you'll grab this ledge, just like that. Easy. Collect those tings if you need some health. Cap that cage. Just run now, just run to the right and you'll land directly on the post. Just like that. Now this is the Space Mama boss fight. This is my least favourite boss fight personally, because there's no tricks to it. You just do it as intended. Duck, so this washing machine doesn't hurt you, or whatever it is. As soon as she comes out, punch her head, like that. I stand near her once I've punched her. I do this because it means she moves the least space, and if I avoid her well enough, she doesn't hit me, but she did in that case. And I got 4 hits. 4 hits is the best you can get there. When she makes that noise, it means she's landing. The fastest hits you can do there is when she's about to use her gun, and you then punch her, because that stops her actually firing. If you punch before she does that noise, it means she will shoot after you've hit her. So that's the fastest you can do, is do it as soon as she decides to shoot you. Wait for the noise, move out of the way. So she just made the noise and I punched her, so that's the fastest you can do it. Okay, and there we go again. So that's pretty optimal so far. The pattern for these pots are the same every single time. Just dodge them. So this fight, I wish we could find something a bit different about it. I think we will someday. This bit can be quite awkward. Just run, duck, run, duck. For this bit, you should definitely be facing this way because you won't reach the gap if you're not facing the way that you have to be moving before she makes the pots appear. Just get enough time, and then she'll land. And you can get a final hit. There we go. Now we're at the washing machine. You can see the washing machine has a power meter on it. Those 4 yellow dots, and then the red one. I didn't realise that was there until recently. That indicates how many hits you need to do until it stops working. We used to think that you have to hit it loads for it to go through each stage of its health. You just have to hit it as much as possible, but that's not actually the case. What actually is true is it all depends on the time that you hit it. So we have tried to optimize the movement in order to hit the washing machine at the earliest time we can for it to count as a hit. So we'll just punch it right now. Jump, duck, jump and then hover, and then at the last moment you punch. Jump and then hover, at the last moment punch. See, look, if you do it too late, you get hit. Last moment punch. Jump, duck, at the last moment punch. Oh, see, I missed it there because it's such a difficult timing. Hover at the last moment punch, and then you have to. Ooh, I'm on low health here. So You can punch her again. That was bad, I missed it. So yeah, you're gonna have to duck and move out the way of the washing machine because it bounces towards you. See, that's me hitting her too early. You can see she fires anyway. So I gotta be careful now because I'm on low health. Okay, one more hit. And there we go. Okay, that was quite scary. You can see I lost a couple of health to optimizing that washing machine punch. So you could just make sure you don't get hit and it'll be fine. It doesn't save too much time. Which means we only have Crystal Palace left. Well, we only have the Cave of Scops levels left. We have Crystal Palace, Eat at Joe's, Mr. Scops' Stalactites, then the final level. So, we're on the home stretch. If you have any questions, let me know. That was a lot to take in, I know, it's a difficult level. This is where the tethering mechanics really get crazy. It's such a cool looking level. I'll try my best to explain Crystal Palace. I'll see you guys in the next part. Bye.